Style Nikki G here. Today I want to tell you about some great apps you can download to your phone without having a rooted phone. You don't need root for any of these apps. And these are great apps that you can do things on your phone with, do things to your phone with, or actually use for things off of your phone with. So for example, let's go ahead and get started and I'll show you what I mean. Up here you see a white light bulb on my screen, this widget. If I touch that light bulb, it lights up. That's an app called Widget Screen On 2. So I'm going to go into this app and show you what it is. It's basically a screen on. It just keeps your screen on. Your phone shuts down after however much time you have specified in your settings. This will keep it on. So that's good. Let's say, for instance, like I have a program that runs that will shut my data off when my screen is off. That helps me save battery. Now, if I'm downloading something, I don't want to shut my data off. So I go ahead and pop this on, and it'll keep my screen on, and I'm good to go. And another great thing this app does is it says default time off. See, I have it set for 150 seconds down here. Now, that's a great thing because you can actually change your phone screen on time. And you don't need to be rooted for it. Like I said, none of these apps require root. But you can literally pick a time that is not in the display of your phone. For instance, you'll go to your settings. You'll go to your display and it says screen time out. Now it gives you options: 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes. But you notice in parentheses here I have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And when I go here, you see after 2 minutes and 30 seconds of inactivity, my screen will time out. I have that specially set in there from this program. So it kind of overrides your phone, so that's pretty cool. If there's a specific amount of time you want your phone on that's not in your options, in case you're ever looking for that. Alright, moving along. Now this is a great app to have. Now there's a lot of flashlight apps on the market. I like this one. I can't really show you what it does because it's something that you use for off of your phone. For instance, it's a flashlight. It turns your LED on, and you want to be careful because you don't want to burn that out, because it's not like you can go to the store and just pick up another light bulb for it. But you go ahead, you touch that, it turns your LED on. There's options. You can do time, you can do strobe light, you can do Morse code, like everyone still uses that, and police lights, because for some reason you would want that. Now I have this particularly set in my phone, so I double tap my screen, I bring up my gesture shortcut, I draw an L, and it brings my light right up. So that's a pretty good app to have right there. Now this is one of my favorite apps on my phone. It's called Flickster. Okay. Now this app can pretty much tell you like theaters and movies. Let's go to the box office. I'll show you. Now playing. It'll literally tell you a bunch of information about movies that are in the movie theater right now, what the ratings are on them, the amount of time it plays for, all kinds of great stuff. Though when it comes out, you can go to upcoming, see what's coming out. You can go over here to theaters, and it'll tell you the theaters in your area. If you have your location set, otherwise it'll just tell you some random stuff like this. But it'll tell you, theaters in your area. It'll tell you if you go into the theater. It'll actually tell you the times the movie's playing. You can even buy tickets here, like find restaurants nearby. Hey, dinner and a movie? Here you go. There's the app to figure it out. You don't got to Google nothing, get everything in one place. So that's a pretty cool app to have right there. Now let's see, I'm going to go into my app drawer here. It makes it a little easier to find stuff. Alright. Now, another great app to have is an app locker. I would suggest getting an app locker for things such as your gallery, or you can even put it on your phone so people can't make phone calls. Just pick up your phone and make phone calls from it. You can pretty much look up any app locker online, and they'll work pretty good. And an antivirus, I would suggest getting that, especially one that has location in it. This one, I don't actually use another cell phone to find the location of my phone if I lose it. Instead, I go online and find out. I think that's a Norton. No, that's not Norton. That's a computer. I forget what it's called, but that's what it looks like if you ever notice it. But I'm not talking about that, so let's go on to App Manager here. Now this is how I got all those little folders on my screen that are shaped like other widgets. I mean, shaped like other icons. So you pretty much go into this folder here, Other. You can pick any of your programs, you can highlight them, and you can move them to any folder that you want. You can hit Menu down here, you can go to Add Folder and pick a new folder. That gives you some folder options to pick between. When you're done, the folder will appear here. You can put your whatever you need to put in there. You hold down on it, it brings up a menu to add it to your home screen. Once you've added it to your home screen, you can go ahead and hold down on it, it'll bring up the, well, actually it depends on the launcher you're using, or if you have a program to replace these things. I would suggest getting a launcher. I use Go Launcher EX. They're about to, well, actually they just released Go Launcher Prime. Here it's still kind of in the working, it's a beta, so anyway, you can go ahead and replace that. And I don't know if you can see this stuff because this program I'm using is a little screwy, but you can choose different icons to set, so that's pretty cool right there. The next thing I would suggest you get in your phone is it's also called App Manager, but it's a different type of App Manager. This pretty much keeps track of everything you've downloaded. It only starts everything that you've done since you've gotten the app, but once you get the app, it'll tell you everything you've downloaded. If you hold down, it'll tell you can go right to the market and search the app. You can uninstall it. You can open it from here, or you can go over here to uninstall and see all the apps that you've uninstalled. Let's say, for instance, you want to get an app that you had and you want it back. You can look in there and see where it was. You can go ahead and go right back into that, and it'll bring you right to where you got it. Search market. Or you can delete it out of here if you don't want it in here. Whatever you want to do. That's pretty good there. Astro. Now, Astro is an amazing app. I manage everything on my phone from Astro. It's good for. It's basically just a file manager of your phone, but it's endless the possibilities you can do from Astro. I literally manage my entire internal and external SD card from this program. I go into this program, I can basically, like, let's say for instance that gesture thing that you just see me use, which I'll talk about a little later. My gestures, if I ever have to factory reset my phone or get a new phone and switch my SD card over, that stuff gets saved onto your internal memory, so that's not going to go with you. You're going to lose that. So when I make those gestures and they get saved to my SD card, I go into my internal storage, I copy it, and I go head over into my external storage and paste it in there. This way, if I ever get a new phone or whatever, I can always take it out of my external and paste it back into my internal, and the app will automatically be right back to where it was with the gestures. I won't have to create new ones. So that's a good thing to do with file managers in general. That one I particularly like because there's a lot of options. You can connect it to your Google Cloud Drive, Sky Cloud Drive, whatever you use. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. Klesh is a pretty good video editor. I know everyone's always looking for something that you can edit videos with on your phone without using your computer. That's the program to do it. Unfortunately, it's on a cloud, the program, and the audio doesn't seem to match up with the video. If you've noticed from some of my other YouTube videos, there you go. That's the culprit right there. But it's pretty much the only one you can use from your phone that I know of so far. What else we got in here that we can talk about? Oh god, there's so many. Okay, here's my two gesture things. Now I'm going to open this one up. This is the one I told you I was going to talk about. I'm going to hit menu, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit view shortcuts. Now these are all of my shortcuts, different weird things. You can pretty much make up any kind of picture you want, and you can put websites in here, phone numbers in here. You can do everything from this app. It's an amazing app. I would suggest that you get it. You can, I just got my wife to get it the other day. She uses it all the time. She just draws an M, goes right to the market. I have that on mine too. It's just awesome. Okay, what else we got in here? Moving along. Handset SMS. Now, I'm not going to go into this because I'm not going to show you my messages and stuff, but I'm going to tell you that Handset SMS Messenger is a great messenger to have. It does have a pop-up screen, so you can have your phone in your pocket. Your notification goes off, you got a message. When you take your phone out of your pocket, you can set screen time off on the app for how long the screen stays on. I have mine set for I think a minute. So after a minute, my phone will go into sleep. But what that means is when my phone wakes up, it's displaying a pop-up with the name of the sender and the message in it, and I can actually reply right in that pop-up and send it without even going into the app. So that's pretty cool to have right there. There's so many options you can do. You can customize it in so many ways. It's ridiculous. Let me go into it actually. Maybe I can show you. Here we go. As you can see, I have a nice customization in here. If I turn it sideways, it changes the picture. See that? You can put anything you want. You can do any fonts you want. You can do anything you want from the app. It's an amazing app. Alright, home to shortcut. Now, this is a pretty good app to have on your phone because you can do combinations of buttons. As you can see right here, home key plus the home key twice. That brings up my messenger. If I hit home key in the search key, it'll bring up a different app. If I hit the home key in the menu key, it brings up another app. If I hit the home key in the back key, it opens up another app. If If I long press the search key, it'll open up a specific app, and if I long press the camera key, it won't open my camera. It'll open the app that I've chosen for it to open. If you're having a little bit of trouble like that, you might need to physically go into the camera and clear the default. This way it works. I have that issue with the camera button, but that's how you fix it. iMedia Share. This app is the app that you need for putting any videos on your phone onto your I don't know if it works on Xbox, but I put it onto my PlayStation. So if I download a movie or something into my phone, I can go into this program here. I'm not going to open it because it's a very serious program. I don't know if it'll kick out the recording I have going right now. But it's simple to use. You can go into your pictures, you can hold down and hit share. You can share it with iMedia Share. It'll immediately go on. Let's say you have your PlayStation there, or you have internet TV. You can do it with that too. I turn my PlayStation on, and then I choose the video. I go into the app. It automatically detects the PlayStation after a few seconds. I touch it, and I go to my PlayStation, into the actual app, because now this app is connected to my PlayStation. I can go right into this app from my PlayStation and copy the movie or the clip or whatever it is, pictures, whatever. I can copy them right to my PlayStation and watch them. So if you download anything in Blu-ray, that's pretty good. See this program up here, Keys Air? Now, if you want to root your phone, that's a program you need to download to your computer. So I think this works in conjunction with that. I could be wrong, though. Okay, let's see. Going through this. All right, Neosor ebook. Now, if you download any books from any random sites or anything to your phone and you can't play them, this is the program that you need to do that. So let me go ahead and open that. This program, it takes a little bit to start. Now, I hope you can see this. This is pretty much the screen. It'll have a bunch of your books here. I don't have anything into this phone yet. I haven't downloaded it. I do have books on a on a cloud drive that I can download to my phone, and this will be the program that I use to watch them. I don't know if it does comic books. I haven't tried. I actually use this program here, this PV Perfect Viewer. I use that to look at all my comics whenever I have the time to look at comics, which doesn't seem to be at all lately. That's a good thing for viewing your comics. There's also Comic Viewer. There's a bunch of other things you can do. All right, so moving right along with things I haven't told you about in past videos. Now, the 6-axis controller app here, I'm not going to go into it. I'll tell you that what you can do with it is you can hook your PlayStation 3 controller up to your phone and use it to play your games on your phone. Yep, that's right. So if you downloaded any emulators into your phone, there you go. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you can go online and search it out and download it from online. So don't do that. Go to the Google Play Market instead and buy it. So, okay, what else? Let's see. Transparent launcher. Now, I'm not going to go into it. There's not really much to show you. All I can tell you is that when I go to my main screen here, up at the top you see nothing, but if I touch there, it brings up this program. That's something you can do. You can make invisible things and get into them without anyone seeing them. You can hide your messenger anywhere on your phone. But if someone actually not only taps that spot, of course they're going to open it, but that's pretty much what that does there. Now, the only other app that I have in here that I really want to talk about with you is going to be this app right here, Ultra Keyboard. Now, I've downloaded this app to my phone. You can pretty much do any type of skin you want on it. You can download skins for other apps and apply them to this particular app. There's so many options in here, it's ridiculous. You just want to spend like a good hour just going through these options and setting up your keyboard to the way you want it to be, testing it out, going back, changing things. It might even take you an hour and a half. There's toolbars, there's clipboard options. Oh man, there's just so much stuff in here that you can do. But the gist of what this program is, and I'll show you. I'll go to my widget over here for my Facebook, and I'll show you. When I go to type in here, this is the keyboard that comes up. That's my Ultra keyboard right there. All right, I changed the font of the letters on it. I have a status bar up here. I'm gonna get disappear and come back. You can put whatever you want up there. I have this. I don't know if you can see this. It's an up, down, left, right arrow. It's easy to navigate through what you're writing. I have that set there. Clipboard, now when you copy and paste stuff, well, I can copy multiple stuff. And then when I hit paste, it'll bring up a list of all the things I have copied, and I can choose which one I want to paste. You can also set your your text to speech your speech to text right here, so that you can just tap it, and it'll bring it up. Because I know some keyboards don't have that when you download them off the internet. So those are just some really great apps to have on your phone that you can do all kinds of great things with. So I don't know what's going on in my background right now, but anyway, so there you go. Those are some great apps to have on your phone, things that you can download without using a computer, things you can just do on your phone in general. So go ahead and don't screw up your phone in any way, because I didn't tell you anything that could screw up your phone. So as Tasdanic TG, I'm out.